What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it's Friday night, so you know what that means. It's Rev X's Wrestling Review. I'm your co-host, Buddha Fighter. With me, as always, co-host MJ Hat. And man, this week was, say, subpar to last week.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I had a really hard time getting behind SmackDown this week. Raw, on the other hand, I was all for. So, that's kind of how I've felt about it. Raw was a decent show. SmackDown tonight was. I have questions, and questions won't be answered for another 7 to 8 days. Green Tea, welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate the lurk. Night of Equity, thank you. Appreciate you hanging out. There is a lot that went on this week, so I guess the best way to start is just to kind of dive right in. GSK, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Yeah, the road to Mania, it kind of has been boring this time around. You're right. And I don't like it. Raw came to us this week from Memphis, Tennessee. the Usos began making their way out to the ring and were cut off by the Vision. This segment right here actually was pretty intense. I like the ladies and gentlemen, my name is Logan Paul. That chef's kiss. Logan Paul has gotten so much better at his mic work. I have to say I'm impressed. Adam Pearce comes out to take the show back. LA Knight then comes out to trash talk. And that leads us into a 6-man tag match. Because apparently the Usos stood there for 10 minutes and listened to these guys bicker back and forth. It was quite funny. It was the Vision taking on the Usos and LA Knight. It was a good, solid opening match with everyone putting in some work. Even seen Knight get put through a barricade by Reed. Then the Usos hit the 1D on Theory, but Reed cleans house and hits the tsunami on Jimmy for the win. After the match, Logan Paul grabs the commentator's headset, starts talking smack to the camera just for a stomp. I mean, that was picture perfect. That tells the Vision storyline so very good. What did you think of the opening match?
Oh man, that opening was, on point. Logan Paul is still a horrible human being regardless of his talent. Only thing he can do for me is let my man Benito hit him with a Bundy Destroyer and count lights. Count on, you're not wrong,
Count
brother.
on, I swear.
This was a solid opening segment into the match. Like the first 30 minutes of the show was took by this, and I thought it was very well done. It was one of the better opening segments they've done in quite some time.
Yeah, I can agree with that. A mysterious crate has been shipped to Raw, and listen, this is the whole thing in a box. Let's talk about the thing in a box, because there's a thing in a box, and we have to discuss the thing in the box. You know what's in the box?
Shoot.
Do you have any idea?
Shoot.
Elimination Chamber could very well be Jericho in the box.
Nope. I can tell you why.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Please.
AEW has a freeze on his contract where he's been out for so long.
Oh.
He cannot go to WWE. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Shit. Okay, so
thought it was too.
GSK is saying Black Scorpion. That wouldn't be a bad shout. Pierce tells the guy to ship it to SmackDown, which they do. And El Grande Americano, the fake one, shows up and says he wants an Intercontinental title shot, and he says fine. Pierce tells him you can earn it tonight. It'll be a mystery opponent though, and that's all fine and dandy. We get a vignette for the women's elimination chamber with Natty, Asuka, and Bayley talking each about how they want to get into this elimination chamber match, which of course after the commercial led us into the second match of the night. It was the women's qualifier. This was bad booking, a lot of mishaps and botches, but in the end, Asuka hits the Asuka lock on Bayley to win. After the match, Maxine Dupree comes out and attacks Natty. Cuzzo, let me ask you. Chamber, you're not calling Asuka, are you?
No.
Okay, I didn't.
Hands down, no. No point for her to be. The only reason she's in it is because she's got experience.
All right. Bayley's at the bottom of the totem pole here, I feel like.
Yeah.
Natty had a better chance. This right here, you're right. It's bad booking. Asuka's filler, and Asuka should never be filler because she is a good talent. She does put in the work. She's there every week. I have to think that this is an atta girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah, Caledon, you're 1,000% right. Natty is doing her best work in a decade. I like this Natty versus Natalya argument. Where do you sit when it comes to Natty and Natalya?
Natty is the more no-nonsense character that she's playing, and we're just now, we've seen, bits and pieces of it over the years, but we're now actually getting to see this character develop. So I'm actually excited to see where it goes.
Okay. Do you think Maxine Dupree is the right person?
Maxine Dupree is just there because that's where Natty went first. So they gotta have that work. No, I think Maxine drops Like, honestly and truthfully, ever since the IC title thing, Maxine's kind of been an afterthought to everybody.
Sure. Sure.
So this is just a filler to get Natty over, I feel like.
In the back, Adam Pearce and Obafemi are chatting, and I think he gave Obafemi a contract to look over.
Mm-hmm.
Pearce is still trying to get him on Raw. Oba says he needs more time to think about it. Rusev enters the room. Him and Oba stare at each other. And what do you think about the possibility of Rusev versus Obafemi?
At least it would be some solid work. Like it'd be, Rusev is a very, very good worker. They've really not had anything for him in some time, so a program with Obafemi and him might be really good. It might be a fresh story for Raw. Honestly, I'm just kind of excited to see where they go with it.
Caledon in chat is saying Rusev will get wiped out, and you're probably right because Oba's like on this high note.
He sent him back to
Rusev's
catering.
like down here. Yeah, he's down here at the bottom of the mid card. So
hey, it's okay. Think of Apollo Crews.
yeah.
Just think of Apollo Crews.
Didn't even know he still worked for the company until this past week.
Yeah.
Sit down interview with Liv Morgan. Says she isn't going to rush making a decision. Stephanie Vaquer comes in and completely destroys Morgan verbally, enough to where the interview ends abruptly with Liv crying. Now, a lot of this was in Spanish, so if you don't know your Spanish, truth be told, though, now, if you were to go back and watch it today, it's subtitled on Netflix now. So you would be able to see what Stephanie Vaquer said. And honestly, it was a regular wrestling promo. I don't understand why Liv was in tears here. I think it was a shock value kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. But, I mean, she did deliver that solidly.
Caledon says he's not even mid-card. Honestly, Rusev's push was best versus Cena. Then it died. He went to AEW, took his ball and went home. Went back to WWE, and he's still in the same shit place. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Like that's a very solid assertment.
CM Punk comes out, makes his way to the ring, runs down Finn Balor. Balor makes his way out. Dom Mysterio comes out, and so does JD. So Finn's got his lapdogs in tow. Balor says he is the real best in the world. Sorry, that was horrible. I'll never do it again. Punk runs down the Judgment Day. Punk turns his back to Finn and tells him to go ahead, man. Go ahead. He throws the mic at he throws the mic at Finn Balor and then leaves. What? Finn not letting the boys in the Judgment Day attack. What? Do you really think that Punk's getting in his head that much?
Oh yeah. It's the whole game of Punk. Get in his head, show him what he can actually do. Hey, thanks for the alert. We appreciate that.
Appreciate you, WD.
But no, like, can we talk about the fact that Finn Balor's got balls of steel?
Sure.
Did you see the aim of CM Punk and that microphone?
Yeah, it hit him
right
in the dick.
Right in the dick, and he didn't fucking budge. Did not budge.
You're 1,000% right. Yeah, honestly, I like the Punk versus Finn stuff. I think it's a good intermittent spot because let's face it, we all know Punk's not going to lose the title.
Right.
And Finn Balor is the guy you want to fight your champion if he's going to lose because how's it going to hurt Finn? It's not. Finn's, and CM Punk said this, Finn is hurting himself being associated with Judgment Day. Bring out the demon, Caledon says, and I agree. It's time for Demon Balor.
They ain't gonna bring that back, guys. I'm sorry to be Debbie Downer there, but this is not going to happen. Finn has to think that it is a good time for that to happen, not them.
Sure.
Finn is the one that controls when the demon. And honestly and truthfully, he said he's not really wanting to bring the demon back. So.
No, Madrox, you're early. Don't worry about it. We're not even through Raw yet.
No.
We're about halfway through, though.
Well, welcome in, bro. Welcome in.
They recapped the women's tag match from SmackDown on Friday, and then we got a backstage interview with the champions, Rhea and Io. The Kabuki Warriors come in and interrupt, and this whole Kairi Sane thing. I wanted to touch on this because it's kind of, I think it's getting to the point where they might actually start pulling the trigger of Kairi getting away from Asuka. Because if you noticed, during this segment, Io tried to talk to Kairi. She tried to reach out like a friend would. And ever since the Kabuki Warrior breakup, it's not really been, there's not been any communication on screen anyway. I'm ready to see Kairi Sane do some stuff on her own. Her being with Asuka makes her look weak, and she's very talented.
I agree.
So I don't like it. Match number 3 was the Intercontinental #1 Contenders match. It was False El Grande Americano taking on the mystery opponent of Penta. So this was very fast-paced. Los Americanos try to get involved, but the original El Grande Americano causes interference. He comes from under the ring, actually, which is great. And Penta hits a springboard Mexican destroyer. I want to emphasize the springboard part of that.
Oh, yeah.
A Mexican destroyer is hard enough on its own, but when you're bouncing off the rope to do it, it looked amazing. That's quality.
Oh.
Not to do the meme or anything, but quality. Anyway, after the match, the original tries to unmask, but the other Los Americanos make the save. And yeah, they need to pull the mask off the fake one. I mean,
it's hard to rot all that out when you got to put like an original and a fake. So like, sorry, the notes are kind of squabbly there, but like,
no, you did good. You did good. I kept up. I got it. Yours is better than mine anyway. Yours are always better than mine. Backstage segment with the Judgment Day. It was the whole, Finn thing that we've already discussed. AJ Lee comes out next. 11 years since she's been in a singles match, not just a titles match, in a singles match. Lays her claim with Becky and the IC title. Becky comes out and says it's not an opportunity, it's a retirement match. That Niv. I'll answer that in a second, but you got me all messed up now, Niv. Damn it. They come to face to face, but Becky doesn't say, or Becky says she's not going to fight in Memphis. This was a good heel Jurgen. You know what I mean? It was Becky playing the bad guy. No, I'm not fighting in front of this crowd. I did it again. God damn it. The accents, I suck.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that.
Becky, well, I don't do it on purpose. Becky is doing great heel work right now, and I'm behind it. She's one of the greatest in the world. I don't know if you know this or not, but Sports Illustrated said it. The Bleacher Report said it. Man, no one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. We get a segment with Pierce and the Vision backstage. Typical. Match number 4, and the main event of the evening was the Elimination Chamber men's qualifier match. This was Javon Evans taking on Don Mysterio, taking on Gunther. The little guys got to shine in this match, and they kept Gunther out of the way. Finished seeing Dragon Lee come out and interfere and hit Gunther with the ring bell. And then Evans hits Dom with the OG cutter to go into the chamber. Javon Evans is in the Elimination Chamber. What do you think?
That's the rookie. Like,
right?
And just hold on that line, and it'll make sense later. But that's the rookie. They needed a rookie in there. Javon Evans is a rookie. And not to mention, the kid's crazy. He's going to do some off-the-wall type shit. You know that just as well as I do. So that's a good buy rate for that show. That is a good buy rate for that show. Javon is going to do spinny flip off the top of the cage. We're reading.
Yes. Caledon, you're right. He is. Guys, I don't know if you can read the chat right there. It's in the center of the screen. You should be able to.
Yeah.
But listen. Caledon is making sense. Javon Evans is your ticket selling guy. He's the one that's going to fall flat on his head, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Sorry. Let me reel it back in. Buddha said, and I quote, "Decent event overall. The women's qualifier was the stinker of the night, but the men's made up for it." Buddha gave it a 3. I'm gonna have to agree, and it was a solid 3 out of 5. You want to take us into the wrestling news?
Wrestling news ain't much this week. Sometime or another during the event, I missed when it was. I was also at work on Monday night, so my apologies for that. But sometime during Raw, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, we do it out of 5.
Uh,
There you go.
but Kofi and Grayson Waller come out and say that Xavier Woods is out with a shoulder injury, which honestly makes it kind of perfect. And the reason I say that is because now we get a good vision, to quote something there, of Grayson Waller being the masked man.
I see what you did there.
Because we all know it's him. Like
I get
it's becoming more obvious every time. Like
Sure.
just giving more little subtle hints. But anyway, guys, that's all we got to report about in wrestling news. Let's move on to SmackDown. It comes to us from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Opens with Elimination Chamber package and last week's qualifiers. Cody's music hits and he makes his way out to the ring. Instantly interrupted by Jacob Fatu, who says, "Drew made your win possible."
Yeah.
Thank you for subbing to the channel.
For 14 months.
For 14 months. Yeah, that's interesting. But hey, I love it. Anyway, he calls Drew out. He gets Aldis instead, who says, "Let's go to the back and talk." Drew shows up in the crowd, goads Jacob, and Jacob fights off security, and Aldis stops him. Drew then starts trash talking, and Cody calls him an asshole. What'd you think about the opening segment of SmackDown?
Honestly, man, SmackDown to me, the whole thing, like they keep playing the same fucking storyline over and over and over again, and it's Cody Drew. It's Cody Drew, Cody Drew, Cody Drew. I'm sick of Cody and Drew. I'm sick of it. And that's where we're going to end up at Mania 2. You and I both know that. So, it's very hard for me to get behind it. I really want Cody to lose the chamber.
Same.
And I know he's probably not going to, but I want him to lose.
Same.
I want heel Cody. That's where I'm at in life.
Drew needs a title win to make up for his shitty COVID title run. I mean, you're not wrong. He does, but he needs to defend the title. Like, this will be his first.
Sure.
Well, no, he defended against Sammy once.
Yeah.
And that was when they was in Riyadh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly and truthfully, it's as bad as him holding the title as it is Jade Cargill holding the title. They're going to defend it once every freaking so often. It's pointless. It's pointless to have it like that. That's what I like about.
I like a fighting champion.
That's what I like about SmackDown, or not SmackDown, but Raw with CM Punk and him being World Heavyweight Champion. He wants to defend that title every time he turns around. Stephanie Vaquer, she's been hurt, so they've been kind of protecting her a little bit, but she defends the title whenever she could. Like, Raw is the flagship show for a reason, and it's proven more and more on our road to WrestleMania here.
Yeah, I can agree with that 1,000%, Cuzzo.
Speaking of Jade Cargill, backstage interview with Lash Legend and Nia Jax talking about the tag team titles and getting an opportunity at the Elimination Chamber and this, that, and the other. Normal for them. Jade Cargill makes her way out to the ring, grabs a mic, trash talks Jordan Grace, tells Liv, "Choose whoever you want. Whoever wins Chamber, I'll be right there because I'm still that bitch." Although,
yep,
I can't even try to pronounce it like she does. Like, there's just no way.
Right.
Charlotte then appears for her qualifier match, which they end up face to face, which I found to be kind of
a little segment. The segment on the ramp was absolutely entertaining, where Jade walked back up the ramp to get in Charlotte's face again. I love little things like that. They make title runs, so but I don't think it should have been Jade. I don't think we need Jade in that position.
No, and if you're going to put her against fucking Charlotte Flair, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's Charlotte. That's Charlotte territory. Caledon says, using her AEW catchphrase was the most interesting thing Jade's ever done.
Agreed.
Valid.
So, like I said, Charlotte was, already coming out. They go face-to-face. It leads us into the second match of the evening. Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax versus Kiana James. It's the Elimination Chamber qualifier. Charlotte was the draw here, as Nia is dangerous and Kiana sucks. One spot saw Kiana hitting Nia Jax with a Samoan drop, which was actually pretty shocking. Like, the strength that woman has to get Nia up like that and drop her was...
she did not struggle.
No.
She did not struggle at all.
Flair hit Kiana with the Spanish fly that was 1-2 ooh. Honestly, these women put on a decent match. Ending saw Charlotte hit Nia with a figure 8, and Kiana slid underneath Charlotte and pinned her arms to the ground to get the 1-2-3. And in the shocker of probably the month, Kiana James is in the Elimination Chamber, guys.
And Julia and Charlotte are not.
Take over for a minute, please.
Yeah, you're good. Honestly, I'm right there with him, though. I couldn't believe that Kiana slid in for that pin, and it was just enough. We then cut to Rhea and Io talking about Julia and Chamber. Next week they have a defense scheduled with Nia and Lash. Hey, Rage, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Honestly, Rhea and Io need to hold on to those titles till Mania. That's where I'm sitting. Match number 3 was Kit Wilson taking on Obafemi. Now, this was your comedy spot, okay? Kit comes out, grabs a mic, and he waits for Obafemi to get into the ring after he does his strut, and he gets all the way down there, and he goes, wait, I wrote a poem. Feminist to feminist, I wrote a poem. The poem is shit. The second one is even worse. Oba just dominates him here, and fall from grace for the win, which, if you don't know what that is a sit-out powerbomb, and it is devastatingly big. Like, there's a lot of drop there because Oba's such a big guy, We got another box segment. What's in the box? We don't know. Aldous Truth and Damian Priest all are gathered around the box while they're discussing Priest's upcoming Elimination Chamber match. Truth is devastated because he's not a part of it. Which then we got commercials, and it led us into match number 4. Match number 4 was Tiffany Stratton taking on Alba Fire. Tiffany was playing with Alba in the early goings. Alba had a few good spots, but this was Tiffany's match to win with a PME for the dub. What did you think about that?
It was a longer version of a squash match, is what it was. Like, Tiffany Stratton controlled 95% of this match, throwing Alba Fire around like she was nothing, really.
I feel like match 3 and 4, like Obafemi and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah,
I feel like this is where people got up to go get popcorn or go take a piss, or this.
Probably
this
just filler matches.
Squash territory.
Yeah, just filler matches, so people have time to take a potty break. Because, you are running 3 hours long, so you probably need a bathroom break and, maybe a snack refresh or something like that in between, so.
Right.
After that, we get a Cody backstage segment with Sami Zayn. They argue up hell. Sami heel turn inbound. Trick Williams walks up after Cody. Sami catches Cody and apologizes, and they make up. Can we discuss the Sami Zayn heel turn? We can.
Yes. I think it's time, both for Sami and Cody. Hold on. Let me catch up on the chat here. Black Scorpion in the box. Truth needs to be in the chamber. Does he really? GSK? I don't know. I don't know that I can agree with that, buddy. I love you, but I don't know. Enhancement talent matches are good, though. Get some reps, some mic work, some timing. Kit Williams is not enhanced. Well, he is enhancement talent,
but he's a good jobber.
He doesn't need.
And all he's doing is enhancing Oba. I see where Caldon's going with that. Just like Alba. Alba's a veteran, but she doesn't care to be a jobber.
I stopped myself when I realized what I was saying.
It's a good take, Caldon.
Yeah, that's fair. Can't argue with logic. Well, you can, but you shouldn't.
That's fair.
So.
But okay, we're talking this. You said it's about time for Sammy and Cody both to go. Do you really want to see two of the biggest faces in the company go heel at the same time?
I do. I do.
No.
I think there's enough faces. I think there's
There's
so
enough
many
faces,
faces.
yes, but if you take two of the top faces you have and turn them heel at the same
Uh-huh.
time, only one of them's getting heat, bro.
Okay, maybe
One
not
of
at the
them's
same
dead in the
time.
water. One of them is dead in the
If
water.
I had to choose, I think I would choose Sami Zayn for the heel turn
We need the
because it's more
Barrios and the
believable
Johnny
than Cody.
Rods. That's a good
Yeah.
takeout on. Oh man. Uh so after that we get match number 5, which is a men's elimination chamber qualifier. It's Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest. The history between Trick and Melo came out here a bit. All three men gave it hell. Good spots from everyone, but the dynamic was so back and forth it was difficult to keep up. The ending saw Hayes hit the first 48 into Damian, going for the Razor's Edge, who then got hit by the trick shot for the win. What'd you think of this triple threat match?
Honestly,
Good night, Night.
Trick Williams is not where I saw this going. I was expecting a Damian Priest win here. The whole ending bit was good. There was great transitioning. This felt like it should have been the main event, but we both know it wasn't. Um, I don't know, man. Trick Williams in Chamber. We already have Javon Evans. I'm curious to see who the final entrant's going to be.
That match happens Monday?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Well, that was the second rookie in there. You got to have 4 veterans and 2 rookies. So that was the second rookie. And honestly and truthfully, you need another heel. So who's in the other match? Do you know off the top of your head?
Off top of my head, no. I know El Grande Americano, the original, is.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll find out.
See if you can find that out right quick, and we'll touch on that right quick.
I'm on it. I'm going. I mean, it's not going to be that quick. You should keep going.
Well, just hold on to that thought, chat, and we'll touch on that here in a minute. The entire tag division is gathered around the box. Candidates for LeRae versus Jordan Grace is announced for next week. Then we get a backstage segment with Jada, B-Fab, and Menchin. Dumb. All right, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to tell you the men's first, but I got the women's too. It's Bronson Reed, Jey Uso, and El Grande Americano, the original.
I say Bronson Reed wins that match.
Yeah, hands down. And then the women's is Raquel, Kyrie, and Io. So
Kyrie.
That could easily be Kyrie, yeah.
And the reason I say that is, like you said earlier, I feel as though we're getting closer to the end of Asuka and Kyrie. You put her in the Elimination Chamber with Asuka, perfect time for her to screw her.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Kyrie on that one.
Kyrie.
Match number 6 of the night, guys, was a singles match. It was Julia versus Rhea Ripley. I walked into this match expecting Rhea to dog stomp Julia. This was an okay match, ending with interferences from Nia and Lash. Io came running to save Rhea. Fuck, I can't read.
Good night. Good. GSK, to answer your question, yes, SmackDown actually has a fire tag division when they want to use it.
Yes.
Earlier at the beginning of the year, they were putting out banger after banger after banger, and there's some reviews of ours that are up. If you wanted to go check out those, you could. But self-plug eliminated. Honestly, the tag team division is still there, although they've lost DIY.
Ciampa
to AEW. Yeah,
like that's all they've lost out of it. You still got Fraxium. You still got the Motor City Machine Guns. You still got the Street Profits,
which haven't been around in a minute.
Very true. You have the Wyatts. You have the MFTs. Like, you've got a good, solid tag division to where there should be no problem with the tag team belts not having a story.
Should be no
and
problem.
we'll touch
You know
on
how
that.
goes.
We'll touch on that here soon.
So, yeah, we should be. Should be coming up on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Um.
go ahead.
No, I was
Go
waiting
ahead.
on you. I was just going on. So you say what you was gonna say.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. We
I
get
don't
a
remember where we left off.
Miz and Oba Femi segment. We get a Charlotte
Yeah,
and
it was
Alexa
kinda
segment that had Kiana and Jillia in there as well. Eh. We get next week. We get women's tag title match with Rio taking on Lash and Nia, and then we also get a singles match with Uncle Howdy taking on Solo Sikoa. Alexa equals
yes,
MILF.
Caledon.
Yeah, Josh
Yes.
Hat is a simp for Alexa Bliss. Like we've touched that way too many times on this, but he's a definite simp for Alexa Bliss. So yes, you're
1000%.
definitely not wrong. There it is,
Good job,
MFT
Ted
segment.
Benzo.
What you talking about?
Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah, MFT segment.
Shinsuke interrupts, challenges Tonga, sort of. Again, man, like the last bit of backstage segments on this show was meh.
Yeah.
So let's get into
Yeah, it was
match
awful.
number 7. Was the main event of the evening. Again, yes, I said 7 matches on SmackDown.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
But it was a singles match. It was Aleister Black versus Randy Orton. The beginning was interesting because both men had each other's number. Aleister was all over Randy trying to get in his head. Randy couldn't land an RKO. Aleister had it scouted. Drew McIntyre showed up and knocked the crap out of Randy. Cody laid in chase, but Randy is dazed and falls right into Black Mass. Aleister beats Randy. It was a shocker, but it wasn't as big of a shocker as the Kiana James, win from earlier in the night.
That's got shocker of the night.
But this
And
was.
we're an ad.
Are we? We are.
I am.
Yeah.
It's okay. Keep going.
But I feel as though this was a shock because I never expected Randy to drop to Aleister Black of all people.
Yeah.
But the
I know
way
what you mean.
the way it was done was solid. I just don't see what Drew had to gain from attacking Orton.
Caledon says it's not much of a shocker as it was the understudy to the continuing Drew versus Cody story. And you're 1,000% right.
Yeah.
It is just kind of like an extension.
Because he came out there and hit his friend.
Yeah. Listen, man, I struggle to get behind it. I'm tired of Drew and Cody. I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's oh no.
I do agree with you. I hope Cody loses at Elimination Chamber. It's not something I see him really needing to win. I'm late, just got off work. Well, welcome in, man. Better late than never.
Yeah, you're good. You're good, sweets. All good, buddy. Good to see you.
I ain't been off work long myself, so.
You're right, Caledon. They have no plan for Aleister, and it is absolutely mind-boggling because at this point, they should 1,000% have something for him. He is a fantastic talent. He's got Zelina Vega, a hottie, by his side. There's no reason that he shouldn't be in the main event picture, except they just don't like him. And I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth and you know it. He's not one of Triple H's boys.
Then why bring him back?
There it is.
I mean, honestly.
Money,
Right, but that's more to benefit him instead of Triple H. If Triple H didn't like him, why bring him back in the first place?
No.
Like, did you just have this hard-on of an idea that, we're going to get him back and then we're just going to leave him in the fucking mid-card and be done with it? And Caledon, you're right.
Yeah.
Orton is plug and play into any feud or title. You can put him anywhere and he'll work great. Also,
Like
he
a
says
1500
he was an
or
NXT champ, but it took a toy out of Tony's box, and it did take a toy out of Tony's box. See, Rusev.
That's
I mean,
valid.
that's
valid.
fair. There's really, besides Cody, Let me think here for a second. But yeah, really, besides Cody, there's nobody really from like AEW signings that's gotten the push
Oh,
that Cody Rhodes has. If that
nope,
makes sense.
nope. And there won't be for a while. Here, you guys want to see? I'll show you. I don't mind to show.
Pretty baby.
Yeah, she's fussy today.
That's okay.
She's a fussy girl.
It happens.
It's all good.
But
It's
anyway,
all good.
guys, Hat said 2.5 for this show. I have to fully agree. Wasn't a very good show. Wasn't the worst show in the world, but it wasn't a very good show. Everything kind of backstage wise felt more rushed than
Yeah.
anything. Not really put together well. The matches were subpar. There was a few good ones, but for the most part, it was pretty bad. Ricky Starks is doing okay, and Ethan Page too, but they weren't main eventers in AEW. Ricky Starks was sort of until he decided to open his mouth and say shit he didn't need to.
And isn't that the case of what happens a lot of times in Tony's sandbox?
Oh yeah, but I think that over time this could build to be pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel as though they need to protect their investments a little bit better than what they are right now.
Sure.
But
There we go.
I mean, then again, you have to think of it this way too. How many people's on the WWE roster?
Oh, a lot more than AEW has.
Okay,
A
well,
lot.
that's that. My point is that it's hard to give everybody a ample amount of TV time.
I don't want to say majors versus minors, but it kind of is that.
It is that. You're
You know?
right. No, it is definitely that. But like, still, yet everybody wants their own TV time. I mean, in order to get most of the tag team division, what they do, they had one segment that had them all around. That's the only reason you've seen most of the tag team division tonight is because of that one segment.
Well, and it's been that way with the tag team division on SmackDown for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
but at
definitely.
least they're getting TV time, unlike
fair.
Raw's. Where's Raw's tag teams?
The Usos came out to say something and got interrupted.
And at any point did they ever pick up a microphone? The Usos, I mean.
They had microphones. They just didn't pick them up to say anything.
Hey, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Say hi, chat.
She ain't having it.
Say hi, chat. Is that white right? I know.
Both AEW and WWE need to have a off season for talent to rotate people in and out of the top.
Well,
give them rest.
And they try to.
And reps depending on what they need. AEW does a little bit better with time off. Well, I mean, WWE went from a 50-week-a-year job to, like, you may only wrestle, like, 50 times in a year. As a matter of fact,
true.
I was watching a little snippet of a Seth Rollins interview not too long ago where he was talking about, he was used to doing 250 matches a year, and now all they want him to do is, like, 45 to 50 matches a year. Like, that's a hell of a drop. You might wrestle 2 matches a month, 3 matches a month, maybe.
Ask me, it makes them rusty.
I mean, if you're wrestling once a week, you're doing good. I would think. I mean, I would be okay with that.
Sure. Sorry, I don't mean to walk away from the camera so much.
That might work for top talent, but you need the reps for starting out. I agree. Like, you can't come in as a rookie and expect to get the same time that, the main eventers get. However, even as a rookie, you should still get a little bit of time. Half these reporters aren't used anyways. I mean, that's true. That's true.
That's true, sweets. I don't know. There is a line. There's a line, and I
rosters.
say this all the time.
No, you're good. You're good. Half the rosters
There's
only
a
used.
line. Yeah, there's a line that we cross day by day with both types of content that I've been making like we're stepping on each side of it all the time.
Right.
So, that is my favorite analogy right now. Both sides of the line have pros and cons. Right now, this is supposed to be WWE's busy season. This is our Mania buildup. This is Chamber. Once Chamber happens, we'll start filling the mid card, and we'll know what Mania is going to look like way in advance, so they can build to it.
No, we got 6 weeks left. Once Chamber's over.
Sure. Right now, we have one match announced. One.
We'll have another one before Mania, before Chamber happens, though, and that'll be the women's title match, because Liv is making her decision on Monday. So we'll know 2 matches going into Chamber. We'll know 2 more matches going out of Chamber. So that's already 4 matches, and you got time to build probably another 10 matches to make it to Mania. Well, I mean, I feel as though every title should be on the line. One night should have one set of titles. One night should have the other set of titles. But I believe all titles should be on the line for Mania. That should be like a gimme, really.
Sweet says, COVID killed Mania. I don't know, it just hasn't ever felt the same since. The Rumble seems to have higher billing these days.
That's true.
Is higher billing.
That's true.
Honestly, doing Mania the same year, the same city 2 years in a row. Sorry, I got my tongue tied there. That was a bad call. That was a horrible call.
That was
done that.
You do realize that was a third choice call, right? There was somewhere else completely changed that
New Orleans.
Yeah, that was supposed to host it but couldn't.
Rock announced New Orleans and then they canceled it. Yes. I remember.
So just being honest, having it in the same city twice, I mean, it's going to, I guess we'll see by the buy rates.
Yeah, that's true too. If they can put butts in seats.
Yeah, and Mania was really good in Hollywood. That one was really solid. That was, oh my God, what was that?
21-ish? I could look it up, but 2021-ish?
City doesn't sell Mania, really. 2021?
No, doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Just to answer the question, if anybody else has asked, because I had a few DMs, no, not yet. That being said, I do want to I want to say thank you for everybody that does come in and put in their 2 cents. I know that these shows don't get a lot of traction or a lot of viewers, but we definitely appreciate having you guys show up for these. It means a lot because we try to put some work into it.
Yeah,
and it's fun for us.
Caldon said unless they do it in Saudi for blood money and it's half empty like the Rumble. Bro, you're not wrong. Yeah. The Rumble, they had some of the worst camera views you could have, showing that there was barely anything there.
That stadium this year was just awfully, it was empty.
Yeah.
And, they built that venue in 30 days.
Yeah.
So, I think that speaks volumes to Saudi Arabia and their blood money. But what do I know? I'm just your little reporter from Kentucky who doesn't know a damn thing about how big city life works.
All right, guys. So we're going to try something a little different. We've got some people in the chat, so we are going to open up Q&A right now. If there's a question you'd like to ask me or Hat, please put it in the chat, and we will be more than happy to answer it. We will read it out so that it goes on the podcast and you can hear it, and we will give our answers to the best of our abilities. So we'll open it up for about 5 minutes.
If it's about Lola Bunny, I'm not interested.
Jesus.
No, it's not my fault. I blame Zero. # blame Zero. No, Buddha, the whole thing, man, and while we're waiting to see if GSK and Sweets have anything, or anybody else in chat, the whole thing is, I definitely feel like, oh boy, here we go.
Oh, I like this already.
Feel like
Caldon says, okay, here's one for both of you.
Yeah, things could be going better in the world of wrestling right now.
Oh,
and
shit.
they're not they're
Caledon, why you gotta put me on the fucking spot like that, bro?
Oh, that's fair. Go
Mount
ahead. You asked
Rushmore
for
of
that.
men's wrestlers. How far back do we go?
Any four.
Is it any
Don't be
four
crazy.
like over Tom? Or do you want it in a certain era? All time.
Hey,
Okay.
Lost In.
All
Thanks,
right.
buddy. Yeah, you were listening, you asshole.
Going with trendsetters. So Bruno Sammartino is definitely going to be on mine.
Thank you, Killer Angel. Appreciate that.
Sweet says
said Bruno?
Flair race any of the roads Stone Cold. Killer Angel's lurking. Thanks for the lurk. So I got Bruno Sammartino on mine.
Okay.
I've got Ric Flair on mine.
Okay.
I got Stone Cold Steve Austin on mine.
Well, you have to, right? Stone Cold is out there.
And as bad as I hate to say this, I've got John Cena on mine.
Woo. Woo. What the hell?
Well, I mean, think about it.
All right.
For a quarter of a century, the man put the damn company on his shoulders. Like, I would think that's a trendsetter by any means of the word. da, 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 da.
Yeah. That's it. My turn. My turn.
Yeah.
And please don't get mad at me, chat, because this is going to ruffle some feathers. Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I said that. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Triple H, for
Okay.
obvious reasons. And probably Dwayne.
John
Probably
Cena.
The Rock, man.
John Cena was a PG-13 Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Here, I gotta make a jug.
Sweet. That's actually funny as hell, and true. But I mean, think about it. Wait, Dwayne the Johnson Rock. Oh, got it.
Dwayne the Johnson Rock.
Dwayne the Johnson Rock.
There you go. Little Rock? No.
What was it that our buddy Dustin used to call himself? The Pebble? Wasn't it the Pebble?
The Pebble.
He was like obsessed with the Rock. So like when we'd go over,
this
he'd be like,
this dude was like 300 pounds too. I'm just
throwing
throwing that out
6'7", like 350.
6'7".
And he would call it
6'7".
I mean that in height. Before we go going stupid with that, I mean that in height.
6'7".
Oh my fuck, he did say it. Shoot me now. All right, so we got big sweets. You got mine. You got hats. So Caledon, that actually leaves you.
Yeah.
So now I'd like to know, what is your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, of men's wrestlers?
If you're still with us, and I believe you are. Hush.
Oh, I feel that. You see these eyes? We in good places.
Must be nice.
Shut up, you.
Wait on Mama.
Oh, Caledon says Ric Flair, El Santo, Antonio Inoki, and Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
That's not
Shawn
a bad
Michaels would be on
take.
my father's. No,
That is
that's
not a bad
one.
take, bro.
That's a good one. Are you?
That
really,
is
Minnie?
pretty solid.
Yeah.
I'll take it. All right, so we got the Mount Rushmores out of the way. Is there any other questions that y'all would like to ask us?
Yeah, I got one. Same question, but women.
Oh, motherfucker. Damn.
And Caledon and Sweets, I want to see your answers in chat. 4 women. And don't be generic and give me the 4 horsewomen, because if you do, I'm going to time your ass out.
Alundra Blaze.
Okay. We'll answer that in just a second, Sweets.
Okay. I'm really thinking. Mae Young,
Okay.
just because of her testament of time and in wrestling.
Sure.
Uh, I'm in a toss up between Trish Stratus and Lita.
Okay.
So like, give me a split right there.
Dizza coming in with China. Appreciate
Oh,
that.
China is definitely a trendsetter for sure.
Big Sweets, Luna Vacon,
Mm-hmm.
Alundra Braze, Miss Elizabeth, and China. Caledon says Manami Toyota, Medusa, Wendy Richter, and Sherry. Also, not bad choices. For me, I'm also going to go with Mae Young, Alundra Braze, Lita, because Lita fanboy, and then I have to throw a modern one into the mix. So,
Rhea?
and no, God no, you guys probably won't like this because she's the best in the world. Sports Illustrated says it,
Becky
the
Lynch, yeah.
Bleacher Report says it. Becky Lynch,
Yeah,
1000%,
no,
1000%.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Like as far as
So
I guess I go more with like trendsetters through decades.
sure. Like it doesn't have to be old though. We never said old Mount Rushmore.
Well, no, but I'm thinking all time. So like, I only know China and Ronda Rousey. Hey, you know a
Well,
few at
boo
least.
on you.
I can't leave
Boo
Miss
on
Elizabeth out
Ronda.
of that. She's the whole reason for one of the best tag team splits in wrestling history. Plus the live wedding with Jake the Snake. Come on, I mean, Big Sweets, you're
That
absolutely
is
right.
good. That's
Speaking
good
of
history.
though, okay, so for anybody that don't know, Big Sweets is actually my brother Daniel. So I'm going to ask Bub, do you remember getting to meet Sensational Sherry at that event we watched in Kingsport?
Hi. Thank you, sweets. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes, sir. So we got the pleasure of actually meeting Sensational Sherry. She done a show in Kingsport called IPW, and she was a manager for the heavyweight champion at the time. Got to meet her, got to make her break character because I told her she had a fat ass. So
Caledon says you should look up some of her AWA matches. She was one hell of a worker.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yep, and also got to meet AJ Styles at the Kingsport Mall. So that was kind of cool. Got to hang out with him for a bit, take him around the mall when the mall was actually a mall. What it is today is like there's like
You
five
know who I
stores in
met
there.
in Johnson City? You know who I met in Johnson
Who?
City? Bob Holly. That's who the fuck I met. I didn't get to meet very many people. Okay.
I met
So
RVD came to
yeah.
Kingsport and done a signing in Kmart when we had a Kmart. So I got to meet RVD. Somewhere around here, I met Raven and Perry Saturn, and I've actually got
Sure.
autographs from them somewhere around this house. I don't know where. I need to find them. I'd love to put them up, especially when we do this. Maybe change up that wall over there a little bit. But yeah, like I'd like to do that.
Do what you want with your background. Mine's just easy to hide because ever since I got the new PC, and I'll turn it off for just a second so you guys can see. It's a flippin' mess in here, bro. Like, okay, all right, you ready? There it is. That's what it looks like behind me. So it's just much better if I just flip the switch. Okay.
Count on says Manami Toyota was the queen of Joshi in Japan. Wendy was the Rock in wrestling in the beginning of WrestleMania. You're right.
Sure.
I do remember Wendy Richter, right? I think was her last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was a documentary that had a lot to do with her too. I remember watching. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll go into a signing next week or two. But the Hardys and Luger coming to a comic store down the road. Nice.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'd definitely try to get a Hardy signature. Go ahead.
Sweets had asked us a question earlier in the chat.
Okay.
Who do we think for the Hall of Fame this year? Like, and I'm not wanting to list the whole list, but one good entry. Asuka looks nice with face paint on. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, KA. You're 1,000% on that.
Who
Asuka's
goes
not bad
into the
anyway.
Hall of
Like she
Fame
just
this year?
no one is ready for Asuka. You know. Mrs. Hunter is the headliner.
Stephanie McMahon? I thought she went last year. No. You're right. Yeah, no, you're
That
right.
is loud.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Undertaker was the one that asked her. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that now. Thank you. Thank you for reminding
who
me.
else? Who else?
I don't know. In a way, I feel as though she gets to handpick who goes in.
Probably it's her class.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, Demolition should go in.
Yeah.
Demolition's a good take.
You know, have they? I hate to mention this, but did they ever put Owen in?
Owen Hart? Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure his wife was the one that accepted his induction.
Maybe.
No, Owen is not in.
That's what I thought. I didn't think so.
Okay. She wouldn't allow it. Okay.
That's right.
I had that all flipped around. My bad.
You are a wealth of knowledge.
Yes, we appreciate it.
You are a wealth of knowledge. Seriously. We'll make a third video spot for you right here in the middle of the chat.
But don't AEW have like an Owen Cup?
They probably they might.
I swear I believe they do. Yeah, I thought so.
Mongo McMichael. Okay. That's a good shout, Sweets.
Didn't he pass this year?
Even if he did, it still wouldn't be a bad shout to put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. There's so many options. The late Mongo.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for answering that. Son of a bitch. There are, like, you're right. There's so many options.
That's not no
Goldberg.
Sweets, not yet. They just retired him. Not yet. Not a legitimate entry. That's like saying AJ should be in the Hall of Fame this year.
He says, "Watch, Goldberg will be the headliner."
Please.
Our whole chat is saying Goldberg, bro. Like, come on now.
Goldberg.
Batista's not in yet.
That's true.
He could go in. I know he said that he would go in when the time was right.
Big Dave.
I do remember him saying he would go in, but like the year he got inducted in, he declined. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. One final question.
Yeah, that's true. The Dudleys are retired now. It wouldn't be a bad shout. Orton will induct somebody this year. His retirement is coming soon, so Batista's a good shout. You're not wrong, Sweets. That's a good place for him to be, but I don't think it will be this year. I think Orton's got 2 or 3 more left in him.
I don't know, bro. Done. He was awful winded after that match tonight.
Well, sure, because he never wrestles anymore.
Like, he took a good beating, though, too. Ric Flair for third ring with Evolution. Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Evolution could go in.
Evolution is a mystery. Yeah.
He's the D-Rose of WWE. That's true.
All right.
That's true.
Guys, as always, we appreciate you guys coming in and chatting with us. This is our one weekly show, and next week, I know we got ads in 2 minutes, so be warned. Next week, we've got 2 shows. We'll be doing Friday Night SmackDown and then Elimination Chamber. Once it goes off the air, we'll immediately be trying to hit that live button to bring you guys the results and the news from the Chamber. And we'll be talking WrestleMania plans and finalizing what the title picture looks like going into the Mania run. So
it's exciting.
That is something you're going to want to check. Like we'll be here all weekend next weekend, And I don't know. We had talked about trying to do a reaction at some point. Might try to see if we can't work something like that out for Mania, because that would be kind of cool. But again, that's a special occasion kind of thing. We have to talk about it and figure it out still.
Definitely.
So I don't know. We'll see. It wouldn't be both days. It'd probably just be one.
Or
That's
one, or one would host one day and one would host the other. That would probably be the better thing to do.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got.
Yeah, I think we're good, guys. So, with that, this is going to conclude this episode of the Rev X Wrestling Review. Everybody that's on here, thank you very much for coming out. We greatly appreciate the chat. We greatly appreciate you all actually. This has been a very successful Q&A, so I love that. So I think we will try to incorporate that into every Friday night. So get you a couple questions ready for next week. When we get on here and we get to the Q&A section, we will have a good time with it. But till then, guys, I'm Buddha Fire. That's MJ Hat. We are Revolution X, and we will catch you on the flip side later. And peace out.
Stay frosty, y'all. Be good.